Hey up everybody, my name is Joshua Morrison, director of Johnny Moz's Lessons in Confidence, and today I want to make a song. I have a lot of inspiration, I have a theme that I want to discuss in the song, and I have ideas for how the song is going to go. And generally, what I notice with music in particular is that because I talk about quantity over quality a lot, and what I find is there are some songs where you're kind of going through the motions and you can find gold in what you didn't expect. So like when you go, what's it, like bucketing for gold, you know, you take them sort of silvery kind of sieve-like buckets and you put them in the river and you're trying to sieve for gold. Sometimes you can get some decent chunks of gold out of that. With this is like I've gone into a mine and I've just seen like this huge chasm just coated in gold. You know, like unpolished gold, like an ancient Egyptian pharaoh has just renovated the place and made it his own in the afterlife. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the OBS on and let's get into it. Let's just start rolling. Let's see what happens. Let's see what this song sounds like. So 3, 2, 1, go. Right, so enough watching bullshit. Go away. There we are. So this is something that is a bit of an idea for the song. Apologies, I've got to kind of look over my camera because I'm using a very large camera. There we are. So I want this song to be in G Lydian. Why do I want it to be in G Lydian? Because it's the best mode of music that can possibly exist. Well, it's not necessarily. In my opinion, it is the best mode of music that can possibly exist. So, do you want a quick idea of what Lydian is? Lydian, right? So, here's an idea: modern C Lydian scale. So it's like a major and a minor kind of in between. And the main part of it, which I'm gonna have to go. Sorry. This is what normally happens in videos, isn't it? People just fuck off out the screen for a bit while they wander around the room. So now I've got the guitar back. So this is kind of what G Lydian does. This is the main part that I like. Kind of reminds me of the bit in Shine You Crazy Diamond, but that's a bit different. Yeah. Is it? I don't know how it goes. Anyway, so I want to make a song that makes use of that. So just to give you an example, the Dreamer's Dream television. Right. This song is in Lydian, and this song kind of made me realize just how beautiful the G Lydian can sound. G in particular, because this song is in G. I think it goes from G to A, which is basically a 1-2. So you can do. Hang on, oh, I don't want to get copyrighted. So what I tend to find is that with Lydian, it's not just the root note that there's something you can return to. The root note actually isn't necessarily the best thing to return to. What the best thing to return to is, I would say, is the third. So you can do. So you see I was noodling around and I ended it on the root note, and it doesn't quite sound right. Now compare a similar sort of thing, but I'm going to put this on the beat. See, that feels like the end of something. Right? So that's kind of what Lydian is really good at. It's good at creating these luscious, ethereal, dreamlike soundscapes, which is convenient because that's kind of what the theme of the song is going to be about. I plan on just doing music first, thinking about lyrics later, because I find if you work on lyrics first and then do lyrics afterwards, and then do the music around the lyrics, you're putting yourself in a bit of a corner, so I don't really want to do that. That's all you're going to hear, because I don't want to get copyrighted. So I had this basic idea. I just downloaded a backing track and I just noodled around in G Lydian on the electric guitar. The first riff I came up with was this sort of thing. Do I have a pick? Yes, I do. So. So that's kind of, I think, what the first one's going to be. And then as the song progresses, I want to make this like an 11-minute kind of prog rock odyssey kind of thing. So there's variation you can do. So you can do. So you got something like that, for instance, and then you could also do like treating it like it's more of a minor thing. So I'm using the 7th there. So I'm using the F sharp as opposed to. So that's one idea that I've got. And then as you start messing around with more ideas, you come up with more stuff. So then I ended up coming up with. So I came up with that, and I had the idea that maybe that could be what leads us in, because I don't think we can start with. I think you need some chords and stuff like that first, so. So, in my opinion, those two, that works well. I know I didn't do a good job with the chord. I haven't actually figured out my chord strumming pattern that I want to use for this. I have the idea that this song is kind of, right, so the song Static Electricity from King Gizzard, right? The way it kind of works, I'll show you. So Static Electricity starts off very slow and it starts like a half-time thing, and then it speeds up as the song kind of kicks into gear. So I'll give you a quick demonstration. Actually, I'll show you a live version so that it's probably less likely to be copyrighted. Actually, let me check. Okay, this is the bootleg thing. Yeah, this is fine. Right, so hang on. So you start off no drums, okay? Or you got some boom boom shit in the background. But don't worry about that, because now drum beat comes in. Okay, so you got that. Now you skip forward. And that was okay. I didn't even skip. So see, it's gotten faster. That's the kind of thing I want to do, because I feel like this dun 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 thing needs it needs to have some slowness to actually build up to it. So you got the idea for the slow. So the way I want to structure this song is important. So you got to think, I'm going to try and use an example of how I want to structure the song. And I don't want it to sound like this, but the best of times, yeah. So this song starts off with a slow section. Slow, okay? And it builds over a couple minutes, and it's starting to kick in, okay? So it's developing. I don't want to have it start like that. I want to start with bringing the drums in quite slowly, as I showed you the static electricity example, and then building the thing up quickly like that. Yeah, then it turns into this shape. But it does have that sort of mid section, which I want to use. I want it to basically have this general idea where it's quite a simplistic song that's not adventuring too far. It's adventuring a little bit in the kind of prog rock sort of way, but it's not like a medley or like a suite or anything like that. So I feel like that is a good thing to maybe end, like you can maybe have. Something like that. So we've got, and this is the thing with this song, and when you have that big inspiration, is, and also because G Lydian is a new one to me. I've been working with F Lydian before, which is like this kind of thing. I actually kind of prefer G Lydian now. So you got something like that. You got something along those lines. So you're building out these ideas, and because you've got the inspiration, and you know, if you're watching this video trying to come up with something, this video is a bit different in the sense that I've already got the inspiration. This isn't a video, and I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, you need to wait until you get your inspiration before you can write stuff. You can write, if you're not inspired, you can just come up with some shit and just see what happens. And I've come up with songs that have just like been like that. Look, I'll show you one. I'll show you one that I did that I put zero effort into, right? Let me find it. Which one did I put no effort into? But I think I recorded that twice, so I'm not going to count that one. I didn't put much effort into Sun. So I like this because it's a very simplistic thing. It's incredibly basic. Something like that. So it's a really basic song. It's literally just B, and I had no real inspiration. I just sort of slapped this together. But this song wouldn't exist if not for that, and I quite like this song. I'm fairly proud of it. In fact, one of my favourite songs that I did is 29th July 2023. Alright, so I did this one, right? Oh yeah, this thing. I've got it here. There's a Sammy the cat. This I've named him Sammy. I don't know where I found him. I think I found him on the side of the road, and he basically ensures the music comes out stellar. So this song, I literally just slapped together a drum beat, right? Put some random ideas together, and then just thought, okay, I want it to be in. I don't even know what key it's in. I actually don't have a clue how you play this. I want to say F. Oh, shut the fuck up. Typical professional video. Yeah. Just shutting the window because the airplanes are getting too much. So you've got a general idea on why this song in particular has so many ideas to it, because ideas are cheap. You can come up with ideas on the fly and you can make more ideas, and you never have to marry your ideas. There's not like an expectation with one of your ideas. It's not like your ideas have a conscience that can sort of go, hey, why aren't you using me? You know, that kind of thing. So I've got a few ideas already put out for this. So let's move this over here. And I'll explain again sort of the idea for the song. I'm picturing a bit of a combination of the Static Electricity and the Dream Theater thing. I'm trying to think of a Pink Floyd-y sort of example. Shine On You Crazy Diamond is kind of along the lines. I'd say a combination of that and Pigs, but with... is Us and Them in Lydian? I feel like it might be. In Lydian. Let's see. Okay, no. There's some... Hang on. Let me just... Lydian. Okay. C Lydian dominant. Okay. Well, it's mostly Mixolydian, blues scale, improvising. It's starting B minor. Okay. Well, I swear everything Pink Floyd do is in B minor. Okay. But it has got a bit of a Lydian feel, and it's a slow ballad. So I'd like a bit of that. I'd like a bit where it gets faster and faster, particularly when you've got like this to return to. So I imagine like some quite, choruses that are getting intense. Sorry, I don't know why I ended it on that note. But yeah, you get the general idea that I want that original dun da 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 thing to basically be a payoff to a series of crescendos and pull and release kind of things that will go throughout the course of the song. Particularly because there's going to be different movements, being an 11-minute song, and it's not going for the krautrock thing, where it's like droning and kind of spacey and that kind of thing. I'm going for a little bit more precision with this one. Not that there will definitely be a free jam section to it where you can have some fun over it, because it's not particularly fun to just play an 11-minute song where you've got no real freedom. So in my long songs, I like to have that bit where I get to mess around and have some fun with it, right? So for this song, I feel like that there could be two spots for that. One is towards the end when it's slowed down a little more, or it would be just before whatever the big climax is. So I imagine the climax being about 8-9 minutes into the song, and then it comes way down, and then it slowly builds back, like Airbag, not Homesick, but it will get me along the right lines. It's off the album that came out just after this. It is Call Me Back, yeah. So this song has like... So you see we're 8 minutes in now, and it's got that euphoric, what's the word? Massive kind of solo that's sort of what ends you out. This is your comfortably numb moment, right? So it's about to finish. So it's finished, right? So you could just end the song here at 8 minutes 55, right? But it keeps playing out. You've got a nice soft bit. You've got some softness going on. And then you get this. Much slower, and it's kind of almost a credit sequence of the song, or it kind of just allows you to take in the intensity that just came before. So you're building and building, because the rest of the song is building up to that moment, that guitar solo that I just showed you. So you see how it's... As time goes on, it's building up to it, right? So that's kind of what I want to do with this song, and I want to go about that in the way of the static electricity example that I showed you, where it sort of starts at halftime, gets a bit faster, maybe you have a tempo increase, that kind of thing. I don't want to go too nuts with the musicology, the music theory, because it's already in Lydian. There's already a decent chance that it's going to end up having to modulate to Dorian, because I really like the idea of having this G7 in it, and this A minor, which I can't do in Lydian because I would have to do this instead. Hang on. Which don't get me wrong, that sounds cool, but it somehow doesn't work as well as the G7 example when it's going back to the Lydian thing. I think because you're going a bit further down with the Dorian, and then you're kind of coming back up for air, almost for air kind of thing. So it kind of makes it feel like you're, I don't know, it lifts you and brings you down. You know how like Metallica have this thing that they like to do? Let's pretend that this is a Metallica riff, right? And then they go up. They like to do that kind of thing, which is kind of chromatic. It's not actually within the scales that they set out for themselves, but it doesn't matter because it's the lift and the pull of the song which gives it life and gives it energy, which is what makes some of those Metallica songs feel so big and intense. And it's because it's not just the the overdrive and stuff, because there's plenty of metal out there that sounds pretty boring. But you get the kind of idea, right? Or you get the general concept that you can make a fun experience just out of using simple sort of tricks, and all of these tricks are pretty simple. I haven't done much complicated with this. I want to keep this song very uniform, not necessarily one note, but I don't want it to go too far and become like a Tarkus, ELP, Yes, sort of Genesis fucking wankfest, because that's a bit harsh on those bands, I know, but look, it's just not for me personally, that kind of stuff. Not that I don't like it, but it's just not for me. I like some bits. I like King Crimson, but I don't really. And I like a couple Yes, but I don't like much. Anyway, I like Asia. That probably tells you all you need to know. So let's go in and let's actually begin doing some putting some stuff in. So I've got this 8 million fucking drum percussion MIDI thing, which I like to mess around with. So I want to find some decent 60s drums. Let's see what we got. I like going to the psychedelic rock thing. I want something slow. Let's see if this can be a nice beginner. Oh, hang on, I need to take it off ASCII, don't I? Oh, it's on wave out. What? Drilling. Oh, oops. I haven't loaded the drum kit in. I'll do that. Okay, let's see what it sounds like at 72 BPM. Okay. Shut up. Okay. I kind of like it. I feel like it would do a decent job. Let's see what variations we got. So there's loads of little variations and some fills and stuff. So I see one that's 8th ride hi-hat. Let's imagine what it would be like going from one to the other. That sounded quite fast, that. I'm on the ride already, so I feel like to get the full, use of the lift, I need to go from a hi-hat thing. So let's pretend it's like that. That felt very quick. Let's try it from the toms. Let's see if it coming out of it. Let's see what that sounds like. I don't know, I feel like whatever this is, it needs to be a full payoff kind of thing. So let me try something else with it. Okay, so that's what this can be useful for. It can be useful for these sort of things, okay? I like the idea of doing that, so those come in way later into the song. First, there is a kind of, if you notice in the static electricity example, dun, dun. So it's a very simple drum beat that we're looking at here. Something so simple that I actually wonder if we even need the, but then I'm not trying to literally replicate that. So let's have a look at some others. Let's see what we got. See this. No, that's something else, I'd say. Let's say something like this. Ooh! I don't like the du-da-dum thing. Yeah. Something like that, let's see. I quite like that. That's cool. To me, that is a cool little thing. So let's put that here for now. Put that around there, and then we need some kind of big fill. Like we need something that can lead us in. So. So I'm thinking it does need a little. No. I'm trying to make it so that it feels like it's truly, because this is something that we need to resonate on this. Is it though? Because what we were doing was kind of. Bear in mind. So you could have the bass sort of honing in on this thing while the guitar is a bit more focused on this. Because basically it is just the fourth. If that, no, is it? Yeah, I think it is. So you've kind of got that going on, and I know this video is a little bit incoherent, but that's the nature of figuring things out. You see what works, what doesn't. Let's see if just a random fill could work. Yeah, I could imagine that. I could imagine something like that. I like the idea of that. No, just a quick one. I'm not super keen on these. Let's have a look at like number 20. Yeah, no, that I feel like that sets you up something else. No, I'm not really feeling any of these, to be honest. I like that one. That's cool. But I feel like along this section anyway would be like, not that, but like some tom action going on. Yeah, not that kind of thing. Partly because I've actually already used those. So I'm just looking for some fun. Let's see what early kit does. I'm not really sure what the difference between them is. Let's have a look at strange. That is strange, alright. I was just checking what the focus is like. I feel like I'm going to be a bit soft in this video. So, You know what? That's cool for now. We don't need anything excessive. I don't want anything excessive. Now that to me is nice. Because the first thing I want to set up in this song, I think, is this. Oh shit, wrong one. So you see you've kind of got, and then that could lead into a bit more like flicky sort of stuff with the guitar. I think keep it fairly acoustic for now and then let heaviness come in later, because I do want it to, you know, metalize as the song gets forward. I don't want it to turn into like a full like thrash or something like that. But I want there to be some heavy sections. I want it to feel like it's really crescendoing and getting big. And yeah, I think that's where Lydian is so useful, is creating the atmosphere for this song. Like, this is not a song that you could introduce darkness to, really. It's certainly not going to be a dark song. It's going to be more of a ethereal kind of song. So it's going to feel probably a bit more uplifting and majory rather than minory and you know, sort of semi-depressing in that kind of way. So the way that I want this song to go next, so you got this sort of thing here. So this, I'm going to label it and I'm just going to say Lydian A G to A establishment. Basically, in my head, that means I am setting up that this song takes place in G Lydian and it's going to focus a lot on the sort of thing, because a lot of the songs in G Lydian kind of do this. Lydian is really good for just going from the first to the second. It can do that kind of, it's almost drone-like with a very subtle chord change. You're not doing like excessive chord changes. It's not really something where you would really go from like, there's not much point in say going from the that's something you can save for the end of the song, going from a first to a fifth, because that's kind of your big goal that you want to get to. So you'd start, and then further into the song you can do. So you see that over the course of over the course of the song, it will slowly progress past just the first and the second, the G and the A, and it will start to introduce more, particularly when you get to the B, because as I said before, G Lydian and Lydian as a whole isn't really something that is designed for clean returns to the root. It's more of an explorative scale or mode, where you're learning about the the rest of all the notes that are going on. So I think once we discover that B, once we get that B and G connection going, because that does make up a, but no, it's probably out of tune. So once you get to that, because you notice how I said earlier, right at the beginning of the video, that it feels like B is a conclusionary note. It feels like a return sort of note, just as much as G is. Even though the song won't be in B, it will be in G. Lydian has that way about it where it's just nice to all the other notes on the scale, and they all fit really well together. Well, that's not to say it's an easy scale to play in. It's certainly like you need to adjust your own mind to it and create a song that's for it, because it can just sound like a load of noodly garbage if you just sit there and don't treat the scale properly. And it's the same with any scale. If you just chuck a song in Dorian for the sake of it, and there's nothing that you're doing with the raised sixth, then it's, I don't know, it's like trying to make a sad song with it, and I mean in the sense of a minory kind of thing, where you'd be focusing on that flattened sixth. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling with that bit. So what I want for this part, so I've established, and you would spend a lot of this sort of time setting up variations and just establishing that this is Lydian in general. So for this, I'm just going to call it ambient intro, establish, what the fuck are they called? The something note. Is it character note? Music theory, character note, modes. It's something like that. Tonic note, that's it. Established tonic. So we've got that kind of thing. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to quickly make a very basic hi-hat thing. Oh shit, this isn't on. So for me, that will very easily help me just sort this out. And then I'm just going to do one here, and I'm going to really bring that one up. So, also, once I get to the end of this, I will push all of this forward one bar so that I can set myself up for the song when I actually play it. So I feel like you would still remain in the in that space of dom down, come out of a couple little variations, and then towards the end of this, establish the B. Because once you've established the B, that means that we can have some fun, maybe with something faster. Let's see. No, that's a bit weird. I don't like that. Let's try this. So bear in mind, I'm just gonna... I kind of felt that, so sorry. Oh, okay. So we could return to this. That's the rotary version. Let's see if there's another version of it that we can have fun with. So let's see what else we got. On 8th ride. Let's see what I think that's one. Oh. Yeah, we want that. So I do actually need to. I think it's the same thing. I don't see sum, so I'm going to presume that I'm actually in slow. Yeah, cymbal. So let's see ride multi. Let's see what this does. Okay. Way later in the song though. Let's see ride side. Okay, that's a bit too much crash. We don't need that much fucking crash. So what we'll do, maybe we'll have a couple. I think these should be ride tips. Yeah. And then sort of maybe do like that kind of thing. And then, so yeah, so this way you're kind of setting up with a crash. Okay, you don't want to do it twice in a row. Okay. I also feel like we can't use side stick. We should be using center. But that's too thick, so something like that. They're too big. They're bigger than everything else around it. Also, you notice how the intensities are quite mono at the moment, and uniform. I'm going to change that up as time goes on, and I'll start working on fills for this kind of thing as well. So this is kind of establish more flicky guitar, okay, and then return to G A, and this will probably be verse 1 by around now, okay. So you've had your little bit that builds you up, okay, and then we've had a little bit of fun in exploring. So I also feel like we need some kind of mini fill there, not something big, but just a little thing, just to take us from one to the other. Too much. That's way too much for this early on in the song. We literally need something so small. Okay, I like the idea, but not with those toms. Maybe a rim shot? Ooh, okay, I get what I could be doing here. What? I'm a bit confused. What? Normally they wrap themselves up. What's going on here? Is there an open? No, there's not. What I need to do, I need to put a closed hi-hat here. That should sort it. These are also a bit big, so bring them down. Okay. That's interesting to me. And then, why is it so long to go? I do not know. That's some bullshit like that. I don't know. But I think this time more return to opening melody, G only. So here we're or. Well, I like the idea of this one just establishing that it goes from G to A, and then we stop for a little bit and we stop worrying about the A for a bit, and then once we do come back to the A, it will kind of feel like anthemic because we've returned to something that was grand, and then we've spent a bit of time in the depths and we've made our way up to the light, kind of thing like that. So now you've got your first verse. I feel like it's good time now for some kind of, I feel like now is a good time to bring in our main riff. So you need to end it. The next one needs to be like. Because yeah, I really want to get into that. So I know how it goes. I need to. There was a thing actually that was like, hang on, what was it? Voice to MIDI. See, if you don't want to figure something out, there is a side step, right? There's always a way around. Popular AI voice to MIDI DAW. And if this is like lazy, then fuck it, I'm lazy. So let's see. We've got, okay, how much do I have to pay for this? Because I'm not buying it. Whoa, oh, yeah, right. Oh, there's a demo. Let's see if I can get the demo. No, none of these. Turn words to MIDI. Write melody. What do
Hello,
you
everyone.
Oh, shut up. Okay, yeah. What do you want?
You get me.
Let's see.
Right away. It's just instantly. No matter what you type in, it's going to give you pretty much that length of a melody. Let's just build on that.
Okay.
What's at the end of this melody? It just naturally generates a melody progression for you.
What do you mean it just naturally generates?
A friend, if you get me. We got share this with a friend if you get me. After that, all you have to do is drag it in to any
What?
plugin that you'd like. So you can see it just naturally generates a
I don't-
melody progression for you.
I don't get it.
Let's just see what
I don't get
happens
it.
if we put it on 8th.
Okay, sounds better than apes.
I think we're gonna do 8th. And again, let's just add a couple more notes at the end of this.
I don't
melody.
understand what that did. So that's not what we want. So we want. I did see a thing where it's like you can put your voice into it. Dodo MIDI. Here we are. Yeah, this will be it, I bet. I don't even have a synthesizer. Right, sod this. Sometimes it doesn't work, so let's just do it properly. So. Dun 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 dun. Hang on, let me. I feel like it's not in 4/4. Either that or like I don't know. Maybe it needs to start. I don't know on the final note of the last bit. So. So I do feel like the bar starts on. Yeah, I do think this is the one. I think that's the one. So if I think of that as the one, so the way that this goes, and I figured this out earlier, is shut up. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, 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 kick, 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 snare. Right? And there I want to have what the name of the song is over that part and just repeat it like a mantra kind of thing. So whatever word I come up with, I will use that and just kind of go dun da 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 dun da 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 da. Because I like the idea of having these big rises and that being the payoff because it does work. Watch, watch, watch. So you kind of see, I think I messed one of those up and did it on the 7th of the F sharp instead of on the G, and those tiny accidentals, and that was a genuine accidental, not like a pre-manufactured accidental, are what make the music so interesting. So, I don't know. I need some kind of melody that does that. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare. So. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare. No. Dun da da dun da da da. Something like that. Dun da da da. Let's see. How does that work? Maybe it needs. It's obviously some form of syncopation. Dun da da dun da da da. I feel like the snare comes there. No. Dun dun. That felt right. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Can I just like go back to one before? I feel like. Hang on. Okay, so I was wrong on that. That goes there. So then let's see. That feels pretty close. So, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. No. Something like that. No. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I have an idea. Is this plugged in? It is. Wait. I have no idea what I just dropped. Okay. Don't dangle stuff like that. Come on, come out. There we are. So what I'll do is I will use this, and I can make a little dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Right, so we'll use this to make a thing. Dun 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 dun. Maybe I need to tap the microphone. I think that would probably be a better job. Oh, fuck off. I hate when it does that. Okay, so. So you kind of, that's the idea. Dun 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 dun. Right? So you got that. So let's have a look at what we're looking at here. So oh yeah, right. So I kind of want to first figure out how to quantize this. How to quantize Reaper audio, not MIDI. So here we are. Reddit tends to be useful. I tend to end up typing Reddit onto the end of things, and you usually find someone useful. Okay, well, I think you're talking about something different. I'm literally trying to use this to... Oh, fuck, you're talking about something different. I'm not trying to make a perfect song that was out of time. I'm trying to take the rhythm and quantize it just so that I can get an idea. So I don't think I really did it to... I didn't do it to a metronome or anything. Shift W, put your cursor over the audio and execute. Okay, so let's do that. Huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay, okay. So let's figure this out. So, oh, okay. Okay, so you want it like that, I'm guessing. Well, that's too fast, so in that case then, I want to increase the tempo by, say, 8, 10. Okay, let's see that. Okay, so whatever this is not helping. How do I get rid of it? Go away! Ah, what? Oh, nuts. Okay. Okay, so you do something with this. I have no idea what. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, everything's trying to do everything. Okay, so can I take the actual thing off for now? So yeah, it does feel like you would do that sort of thing. So, as you continue through the progression of the song, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video for today, because this has been going on for an hour now, and that's a very long video for me, particularly with a not particularly interesting image in the background or anything like that. I mean, the little, I presume this sort of space is being used for the OBS studio to show what's going on there. Yeah, I hope this has been semi-useful. I'll do more videos working out this song, and eventually we'll get into, like, you know, what is the song, and, you know, once we start to see more of it and it comes together. This kind of video was inspired by a guy called Stevie McLaughlin, who's on YouTube. He does this kind of thing in a bit more of a polished sort of way. I don't edit stuff, I just kind of chuck it all in. He proper edits stuff together and shows the creation of various, like, prog metal, prog rock kind of stuff like that. I was about to say symphonic. It's not symphonic in the slightest. It's nice sort of music that he works on, and the music he does is really good as well. Like, and he's way better at using Reaper than I am. So I really recommend you actually, if you liked this kind of thing, but you wanted it a bit more polished, go watch Stevie McLaughlin. Very, very fun person to watch. Yeah, just generally entertaining. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all have a great rest of the day. You can get Reaper for free. If you didn't understand what some of the stuff was in this video, I presume you just looked it up. I'm going to not treat the audience like they're stupid. There's not going to be any, like, we want to do an A chord. Well, what is an A chord? It's, well, first you put one string on here, and then I can't even fit it into the passing frame. So that is an A chord, everybody, and this is a A chord. So you put your fingers here. You know, you get all that kind of shite, and it gets to be annoying. So we're not going to do that here on this channel. We're just going to talk to you like you're intelligent enough to figure out the bits you don't know along the way. And yeah, hope you all have a great rest of the day. I'll probably do another video just updating you on the way this song is coming together, because it's a song I'm incredibly passionate about. I really love this song, because there's a reason that I am making this song. Some songs I just put together because I wanted to make a song. This one, I have a reason I want to make the song. I have a purpose for the song to exist, and I have a very vivid vision of what the song is and that kind of thing, the styles that I want to go for and the general progression, and from a more top-down point of view, rather than what I tend to do, which is build stuff from bottom up and just kind of continue as I go sort of thing, and work through jamming. There'll be a fair few jams. We'll do one once I've figured out the drum beat. I think once I finish the drum beat, I'm going to do another video, and we'll sort out a few acoustic-y, electric-y ideas, arrangement, general stuff like that, and we'll also work on tweaking the drums, putting in fills, and making sure everything remains interesting and continually moving in that kind of way, and nothing remains boring and static. You know, we want dynamics to our song. We want highs and lows, and we want interesting variation. So yeah, that will all be coming in the next couple days, because I've got such a lightning in a bottle for this song, because I'm not going to tell you what the song's about until, like, maybe it's done, or maybe I'll never tell you what it's about, because it's mysterious that way. Because think about it like this: David Lynch, he doesn't tell you what the film he makes is about. He hasn't sat there and done a video talking about the themes of fucking Inland Empire. Because if he did, what would be the point of then going to watch Inland Empire? Because now you know what it's about. That's my opinion anyway. And I like to be open, but I think with this, I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna remain very closed off. So yeah, you'll be able to hear the lyrics anyway, so you'll know. You know, if you've got some media literacy and some artistic, you know, ability to comprehend themes of stuff, it's going to be dreamy and ethereal, just like the Lydian mode. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this video out by just noodling around in the Lydian mode. Fuck off. I don't know if I can even hit the... I'm getting cold. I'm just thinking, like, if I hit decline, will it also mess with my audio recorder? So I'm just going to let it ring out. So that's going to be all. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a great rest of the day. Take care. Love you all. You're all brilliant. Go make some music. Record the process. Release it to the internet. Take your eyebrows down. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye. I feel like I'm not looking at the camera. Hang on. Have a good day. I'm still not. Hang on. Have a good day. Bye-bye.